everyone, this is Amaka of Lizama Stitches. You're welcome to today's tutorial. Thanks for being here. In this tutorial, we are going to be learning how to make your homemade bra cup. So let's get started. So guys, I have my corset pattern here. Now this is the front panel and this is the back panel. And this is the back yoke and this is the front yoke. I have a tutorial on how to make corset, on how to draft corset. That tutorial is very detailed. I'm going to leave the link in the description box below so that you can check it out later in case you don't know how to make corset or you want to learn more. Now, for this tutorial, we are going to be focusing on just these two, So I'm going to take these ones away. So now I have my wadding here. I have my interfacing here. Now this is my wadding and this is my corset pattern. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to place this on my wadding and I'm going to cut. Now I'm going to cut this with 1/2 inch seam allowance. I'm going to mark 1/2 inch seam allowance all around my pattern. The same thing I'll do here. Now when you look at this pattern, you'll see that I numbered my pattern so that I don't get confused when I'm sewing it. Now this is 1 and this is 2. This is left and this is right. Just to make it easy for me when I'm sewing, I'll know that this one is going to be on my left hand side and this is going to be on my right hand side, and this is 1 and this is 2. So I'm going to join it. I'll just join it together this way. Now another way to, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark 1/2 inch seam allowance all around my pattern. But if your sewing machine has zigzag stitch, all you need to do is add your seam allowance here and here, here and here, and leave here. You can join it. You can join your cup with your zigzag stitch. You just join it this way. If you don't have a sewing machine that has zigzag stitch, all you need to do is to leave 1/2 inch seam allowance here. For this tutorial, I'm going to add my seam allowance here and I'm going to cut. So I'm going to cut it. So now this is it. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to notch. I'll notch so that when I'm sewing, I'll know where to place which one. So I'm going to notch. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to label it. I'm going to label it so that I will know the one that is number 1 and number 2, the one that's supposed to be on my left and the one that's supposed to be on my right. So I'm going to label it. This is 1 and left, while this is 2. So now when I take it to my sewing machine, I'm going to join it this way. I'm going to sew it this way. I'm going to sew it with 1/2 inch seam allowance. I'm going to sew it this way. And after sewing, I'm going to place it on my tailor's arm and iron it open. So I'll do it and show you. If your sewing machine has zigzag stitch, or you have a sewing machine that has zigzag stitch, all you need to do is, there will be no need for this 1/2 inch seam allowance I left here. All you need to do is to take sew it, join it with your zigzag stitch. As you're sewing, you just be turning it this way, and as you're turning, it will cup. So after sewing, this is the outcome. Now this is it. This is inside and this is outside. So now I'm going to notch. I'm also going to cut, I'm going to trim out a little, I'm going to trim out some of the seam because I want it to be flat. So let me just trim out little. And I'm going to iron. Now I'm going to iron it. I'm going to iron it with my tailor's ham. Now this is my tailor's ham. So this is my tailor's ham. I'm going to place it on top of my tailor's ham and I'll iron it. I'll open the seam, I'll iron it. Open the seam and iron it. So I'll do it and show you the outcome. So this is my homemade bra cup. Now this is it. This is the right side and this is the wrong side. This is inside. You see? So you can use this for your corset. You can use this for your corset. So that is just it. Very easy. I have a tutorial on how to cover your bra cups with fabric. I'm going to leave the link in the description box below so that you can check it out later. Now that video is very detailed. You're going to learn in that video. You're going to learn how to cover your bra cup, whether already made cup or homemade cup, with fabric and lining. So I'm going to leave the link in the description box below so that you can check it out later. If you enjoyed this video or you found this tutorial helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. Share this video with your friends, your loved ones, your colleagues. Tell a friend to tell a friend about this video. Subscribe to my channel to support me. Subscription is free. Feel free to follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Lizama Stitches. We've come to the end of this tutorial. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.